far distant in my memory that it's just like, okay, I know your name. So, I mean, it's almost like, even though it's an old character, it's going to be new to everyone all over again, since it's so random, I guess you could say. That's the best word I can use.
Definitely. All right, well, sorry for the feed loss. I don't know what happened, so hopefully you guys will be rejoining us via the feed again very, very shortly. Also, in Sunday news, we were privy to the first trailer for our DLC pack coming out for Injustice 2.
Yep.
And it was none other than Jason Todd, a.k.a. the Red Hood. And oh my god, Red Hood kicks some major ass in this trailer.
Just a little bit.
Like, dude, it's ridiculous how much ass this character kicks in the freaking trailer. So definitely check out the Red Hood character trailer for Injustice 2 if you have not seen it yet. All right. Well, moving forward with Monday news. I've got some Dragon Ball Z news for you. All right. Well, Dragon Ball Z. The time has finally come. It's been decades since Akira Toriyama first brought Dragon Ball into this world, but the franchise is still one up in itself to this day. They're always looking to push forward with it, and after years of begging and fans pleading, the folks behind Dragon Ball Super, the current one that's out now, made a major fan wish come true. The anime finally introduced its first ever female Super Saiyan who can harness the Super Saiyan transformation. This has never been done in all the decades of the series. This is the first time ever this has been done, and everything like that. And if you haven't watched this historic moment, go out there, find it, and watch it now. Go. Well, no, not now. After this, not now. Also, in Tuesday news, this is actually really, really cool. For those of you that are looking for something to do in the summertime, if you're within the tri-state area or, plan on coming out here or anything like that, after raising more than $140,000 in a few weeks, the Museum of Moving Image in Astoria, Queens, New York, will finally unleash the Jim Henson exhibit in July. The new exhibit will officially open on July 22nd. It's a new gallery space funded by the city. Curators hope to illustrate how Henson and his team created the worlds of The Muppet Show, Sesame Street, Fraggle Rock, Dark Crystal, and Labyrinth.
You had me at Fraggle Rock, though. Labyrinth was like, gee, but...
You're my squeedly spooge.
I like my Fraggles.
I know.
Fraggles!
Where's my monster? My monster disappeared. There it is. Thank you. Okay. Also, now moving on to Tuesday news. Last week, the grand opening of Disneyland's new Guardians of the Galaxy theme ride, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, release and everything like that. And just like in the films, we got a lot of cool, mysterious Easter eggs outside the ride and everything like that. However, there was one Easter egg that caught a lot of people's attention and everything like that has people wondering. A tightly sealed hatch with the Avengers logo has appeared just outside of the ride. This has got many people speculating the purpose behind it. Many believe it may be a spoiler for future films, but as far as Disney has stated, the Marvel rides are not canon with the films, so the connection is doubtful. The other thought is that it's possibly promoting the theme park that has been yet to be revealed. Could be a new ride, could be something much bigger than that. Much of the internet has suspicion on this evidence of the upcoming Marvel Land that will appear within Disneyland. It's basically an expansion with multiple rides and experiences to make people feel like they're in the Marvel comic universe. The grand opening of Mission Breakout, Disney Parks chairman had something to say about it. He said, "This is not just the beginning of what will become of it. This is just the beginning of what will become an even bigger superhero presence at Disney California Adventure. And with the strong partnership between Marvel and Walt Disney's Imagineering, we're very excited about what is to come, and it's sure to please Marvel fans hungry for more magic at Disney parks." Epic. That's pretty damn epic.
I just want to go to Disney in general.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. In Florida, California.
Fuck that, and I just want to go see Donald Duck again. All this other stuff is cool, but can I just go to Disney right now? First things first, Disney.
Yeah. Can't beat an original. Can't beat a classic.
Donald Duck.
All right. Well, pushing forward with Tuesday. Following the recent release of the trailer, we have our first, they also released the first look of the box art for the upcoming release of Warner Brothers' latest animated feature, Batman and Harley Quinn, which is actually looking really freaking good. And everything like that. In addition, it's been announced that the movie will be available for digital download on August 15th, and then all the Blu-rays and blah, 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 and all that stuff will all be released on August 29th. So set your calendars for that kind of stuff. Now, in a news bit that nearly broke the internet, Jose Nieves, this one's for us, buddy. Steven Spielberg is bringing back the Animaniacs. Like, that practically almost broke the internet when people were going ballistic over this news. Spielberg is reteaming with Warner Brothers to bring back the Warner Brothers and Warner sister. Just late last year, Animaniacs joined Netflix streaming as an option, and the core voice cast of Rob Paulson, Jess Hamill, and McNeil, I guess that's the only way to put it, announced the tour. Spielberg's Amblin Television is behind the reboot, which has yet to land a network, but has already generated tons of interest.
Oh, that's so much better.
Hello, nurse. I can't wait. Alright. Now, this is going to be the fun one. Once again this week, we are privy to not one, but two what the fuck articles this week. The first one, Miss Fox is going to help me along with this one.
I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing that the what the fuck news keeps just piling up every week. This is not a good thing.
I know,
it's good for our show.
Yeah.
But as far as like fans go, this sucks.
Yeah, no, it's like we have two what the fuck bits. It's like, really? Like, are we serious?
Yeah.
Well, here's the first one. Miss Foxy and I watched all the release trailers of Far Cry 5, and I thought it looked fucking.
Yes.
I thought it looked interesting. I mean, obviously cinematics you don't base on gameplay because the cinematics are always going to look spectacular with motion capturing and everything like that. But storyline, we thought this was fucking original, and this was amazing, and it was ballsy. But I thought it was a great direction to go.
Yes.
Well, here we go. Far Cry 5 controversy. A petition calls for Ubisoft to change Far Cry 5 villains to Muslims or change setting to Canada. The reason? They hate that the game makes a villain out of religious white people. Quote, Far Cry 5 is an insult to your fan base. End quote. The petition reads, the Americans who make up the majority of your customers, and it's time you woke up to the fact. Change this or cancel it. The entire petition, which at this point boasts almost 500 signatures, seems almost too stereotypically far-right conservative to be real. So there is some controversy whether this is even real or not.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
People are thinking it may be a work of brilliant satire, especially because of the lines like this one. Us gamers have had to endure a lot of crap over the last few years. The targeted harassment of the mainstream press through Gamergate, the terrible launch and outright lies of highly anticipated video games, to outright censorship of art through legal localization policies, the continued rejection of romantic partners when they find out our hobby. People, you're fucking kidding me, right? Okay, again, this has to be a fucking joke. If it's a work of art intentionally crafted to provoke conversation, but like then there's a bunch of other demands on it, which is where now I'm going to pass you a bunch of other demands on this game that are utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
From production standpoint, demands and all this stuff, people think, oh, just do it like that. Go.
I don't really remember all of them per se, but I did read the entire quote-unquote petition, okay? And it's like, I was talking to one of our listeners, Lee, about it, and he and I had both said, on one hand, this is a brilliant marketing scheme.
Oh, of course.
Because
it could have been done from within, too. You never know.
Yeah, it could be a brilliant marketing scheme because based on the villains of the Far Cry video game, this is something that those followers would do. So it is brilliant in the sense of, you know, let's get those kinds of people to make a petition, blah, blah, blah. I mean, and this is nothing typical. Far Cry always goes with a stereotypical villain from, you know, Mexican cartel to... So this is just a stereotype that they're using, and it's just a fresh wound right now to the States. However...
Yeah, because nobody wants the Americans themselves to be the enemy. Come on now.
However, in the same right, look at the states that America is in, it is very likely this petition could be real. That's scarier than the fictional video game.
Exactly. Now some of the outrageous demands, which is funny because these positions, it's like, really? The demands were, one, just change the background setting. It's easy. It can be done. No, it can't. It's computer programming. No, it can't. Just change the looks of the characters to different cultures. It's easy. It can be done. No, it can't. Mm-hmm. It's not that easy. So again, whether this is satire or whether this is real is unknown. But if it's real, like, all these demands were based around changing this or changing that, changing this, changing that. Okay, we're talking about a game that's been in development maybe for a couple of years now that they're looking to polish and finish up. I think they're coming out, I think it's next year, if I remember. Something like that. They really didn't put a release date yet. But the point is, it's obviously relatively soon.
Yes.
So we're just going to scrap everything and we could easily whip up something and everything like that. This isn't like redrawing a tattoo or something like that. Yeah. Even that takes time. Yeah. Like, I
mean, I'm honestly wanting to believe that this is a fake petition.
Oh, it's gotta be.
I really want to believe that this is a fake petition. Because, again, it falls in line with what the villains of the video game would do in the first place.
Right.
So, I mean, if it is, in fact, fake, then this is some fucking brilliant-ass marketing from Ubisoft.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Jose Nieves gives information here. Takes at least 2-3 years to just simply code a game in most cases.
Yeah.
Like, really? Whatever. So, whether this is real or not, we still say...
What the fuck? What the fuck?
I got nothing after that.
It comes to a little side note on this subject, though. It comes to a point where there's a lot of things that I feel that happen within the quote-unquote gaming community that I feel are fake. For example, when we had a topic about women in gaming, I didn't see any backlash in requests for female leads, like supposed gaming companies say there are. I think a lot of the quote-unquote backlash these things get are, in fact, fake. To get an uproar, to get more demand.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like if a gaming company could, oh, well, these people don't want female gamers, big outcry, yes we do, and oh shit, ton of games with female lead characters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, exactly. It almost seems like this is all just one big ploy to get the uproar growing for more.
Yeah, no, I got you.
You know?
It's ridiculous. Well, pushing forward to Wednesday news. Marvelly. Wow. Okay, Marvel officially announced Venomverse. Marvel is set to tell the biggest Venom story of all time. Marvel Comics, as of Wednesday, announced Venomverse, a spiritual successor to the 2014's Spider-Verse. Spider-Verse did what Spider-Man. Venomverse will bring together a multitude of Venom symbiote-bonded characters from across Marvel's universe. Marvel recently returned the alien symbiote to the original Venom host Eddie Brock. Venomverse writer Cullen Bunn and editor Devin Lewis are determined to show that's where Venom belongs.
So we're going to get a Venom Gwen now?
I don't know. Actually, I further read the article. I'd include them in the notes. They were actually very, very selective in the characters that they were going to have become hosts of symbiotes and everything like that. And they were paying attention to, like, fan popularities, characters that people are really, really interested. I know one of them happens to actually be Black Panther. Obviously, Wolverine is in there, and everything like that. So they were really paying attention to characters that people are interested in and they feel could make for an interesting story, not just for the sake of, okay, we're gonna make so and so a symbiote. Obviously, Wolverine kind of falls into that category, but Wolverine, despite the money popularity or marketing popularity, he's still a popular character with some fans in that sense.
Would that work?
What, the symbiote? It would probably just enhance his rage.
No, but I mean, since he has basically the ability to, like, heal and in that sense almost purge diseases.
The thing is, you got to remember, it's an alien host that's on the body, so it's not really an infection he can fight off from inside.
granted, but if it's a